In this video, we're going to be looking at the stack of carded coins, which are in front of us right now. These are all coins I picked up in November at the Tennessee State Numismatic Society Convention in Chattanooga, and it has taken me this long to get the video recorded because I've been to several shows recently. Now, the first 10 coins are going to be all from the same dealer who had actually carded coins in a 5 for a dollar bin. And so each of these were picked up for 20 cents, and most of them have 25 cents written on them. We're going to start with this coin from Argentina. And one thing I like about this dealer that you're normally not going to find in a 20-cent bin or a 5 for a dollar bin, something like that, is someone who's gone to the trouble of labeling all of the coins. So I put a lot of this information on the coins, but he goes a little bit further on this coin. So you see at the top here is going to say Argentina Republic, year of 1983, value of 10 centavos. He just kind of abbreviates that of 10C. Uncirculated condition, and at the bottom the KM number. I like putting that on all my cards. on all my coins. He has written the the metal here for aluminum. His price was 25 cents, but of course this was 5 for a dollar. I think in pencil he writes the number of these coins that were minted. And so the way that they do it in the Kraus catalogs is anything after the period, or the period means millions. So that means there were 307 million of these that were made. Now for the RC 1983 through 85, I think that is probably the years that this coin was made. And I don't see that on most of these. But when we flip it over, it is 10 centavos from 1988 on this side. So this is the first coin from that dealer. Next up, as you can tell, is Ecuador from 1995. And so I've even had to add notes to this one. It is 100 sucres. Let's see, we have KM96. This was a bicentennial coin. So that was only made for 1 year. And then there are two different metals listed here, bronze on the center and stainless steel nickel would be the outer ring. And then flip that one over. Not sure what he has taped up on this side, but here we have the crest of Ecuador. This coin from Spain has 1980 and then 80 in parentheses because a lot of coins from Spain will have the year that the coin was first minted, and then the actual year it was minted appears in a star somewhere on the coin, and that star is right here. That one's probably a 19, and that one is probably an 80. So we have from the Kingdom of Spain, 50 centavos, KM 815 aluminum. And this one was part of the 1982 World Cup. So for a couple of years, Spain had commemorated the World Cup, the fact that they were hosting the World Cup from about 80 to 82. It's just the 50 centimos was kind of difficult to find at the time compared to a lot of the other ones. I see the 5 all the time from this series, the 5 pesetas. Here we have a coin from Cuba, 1994. Trying to figure out what the metal here means. Brass / stainless steel? I don't know. But this is a peso, and you don't really find the peso from Cuba as often as you find a lot of the other denominations. And of course, here recently, it's harder to find any of the non-tourist coins. So I don't think this one is a tourist coin. I think this one is for the actual residents of Cuba, but features Jose Marti on this 1 peso coin. KM 347. Here we have a coin from Liberia from 1968. have to hold the coin like that so you can see the details on the elephant which appear on this coin. Cam 13, 3 million minted. Trying to figure out how to get it to focus on this part. All right, let's try it like this. The love of liberty brought us here. Now, that's a slogan that I have seen on a lot of Liberian coins. This one is from 1968. And of course, it has a large sailing ship with reaching the shore where there's a palm tree and a bird that's overhead. And I'm trying to figure out if that's a crab or what that is on the bottom. Maybe an alligator with see the eye popping up with all the teeth coming out of it. I don't know if I've ever noticed that detail on Liberian coins before. Here we're going to move to Venezuela. 10, let's see, 10 centimos is what they have in, or had in Venezuela at this time. So this one would be probably stainless steel and nickel on Y89. About the time they redid their currency. Here is a 5 rupee coin from India. Cam 377, nickel brass. The C, in parentheses right here, means that it was made in Calcutta, which instead of a letter for mint mark, they usually have a dot or a diamond, something along those lines. And I haven't found it on this coin yet, but that's how you can tell it's from Calcutta. Or maybe this is the coin that doesn't have one, the mint mark, or the mint that doesn't have a mark on it. This coin is going to be from Turkey, from 2005 when they started using bimetallic coins. $203 million of these made from CAM 1168. Copper nickel with nickel brass. And the value of the coin is 50 kurus. So this is after they had hyperinflation for a while and they redid their coins with the new kurus. That's what yeni means, new in this coin. 2005. Here's a coin from South Africa where ever since about 2000 or so the legend of every coin has changed. This one says Suid Africa. This one is from 2007, the 5 cents coin, KM 340. And all their 5 cents have this wading bird on it. Then our last coin of the carded 5 for $1 will be this one from Russia, 2013. The Russia 10 ruble coin has some small horizontal lines going through it, but it also has a security feature where if you hold it the right way, there is some other letters that appear in the middle there. I can almost pull it off, pull it just where it's can barely show it, but not sure how well I can see that. I've seen that feature. It's kind of a security feature because you have to etch it just right. And I've seen it with Canada and Taiwan, but not too many other countries will do that with their coins. This side isn't too interesting, although on Russian coins there are a couple of different variations, depending on whether it has a straight line across the bottom above the date or if it's curved. So that's one way to tell the differences. See, Y998. So those were all the 5 for dollar coins from this dealer. We're going to move on to a couple of other coins that he had. I picked up probably the 2 least expensive coins in his case. This one is from Portugal. And for their escudos, they actually put the number of escudos before the dollar sign and then 2 zeros after it. So this is from the Portugal Republic, 100 escudos from 1990. He's going to give this one a grade of MS63. This is Maybe the size of a United States half dollar. So we've got a million minted at KM 651. I did pay $2 for it. So I believe this was meant to be a commemorative coin, and it is celebrating the 350th year anniversary of the restoration of Portuguese independence. So I'll try and get a good look at that one. Same dealer had one other crown. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one, I think. This one is 200 escudos, also from Portugal, 1992. Another MS63 KM660, 1.3 million of these. I paid $2.80 for this one. Maybe he gave me a little bit of a discount. But there's a little bit more detail to the this side of the coin. We flip this one over, and it features Columbus in the New World. I am kind of surprised that a Portuguese coin would feature Columbus, but there we go. So it does have the 500th year of the founding of America by Columbus in 1492. So in 1992 is 500 years later. I was barely old enough to remember some of the highlights of that going on during the time, but got a couple of word written in cursive at the very bottom and the shape of Portugal. I'm going to read the word Novo Mundo. New World, maybe? I had to look it up. Columbus, as a world traveler, his wife was from Lisbon, so that kind of makes sense why he does have some Portugal ties with that. So the next couple of coins were from a dealer. I made a video about 2 or 3 months ago about this dealer that had 50 carded coins in a grab bag for $10. He also had some other world coins that I purchased, and he had a deal that if you found a coin that was called free or marked free, you could have it if you purchased a coin. And so here is the coin that I got for free from this dealer. It is from New Caledonia, 10 francs. This is an area that was controlled by France. 1972, KM11, or and older catalogs that must have been labeled as Y5A. So here's the French side. There probably the version that was not an A probably was missing the letters IEOM across the bottom. I feel like they did that for about 1 year. The coin that I did pay for is a proof coin from Trinidad and Tobago, and I don't know if this coin was ever actually made to circulate or if it only appeared in sets by the mint. But from 1974, we have 50 cents, and we have someone playing the steel drums on this coin. So I thought that one was quite interesting. KM22. Especially in the proof version of this coin, where you have the mirror-like surface, which is kind of dark when you hold it just right, and then the that makes to me, it makes the steel drums really shine on this one, just really pop out. So I really like the look of that coin. Flip it over, and we have the crest of Trinidad and Tobago. Yep. So it did circulate, but not the year of 1974. All right, then I bought a couple more coins from one final dealer, and that'll be everything from that I purchased from this show. We're going to have for $1.50 a tiny little coin from French Oceania, another French protectorate area. And this later became known as French Polynesia. But at one time it was called Oceania. So French Polynesia would be Tahiti and Bora Bora, but I don't know if that included Oceania or if the borders actually changed. And so flip it over here to see the French side of the coin. And so This and the next coin were purchased from Fort O Rare Coins. I believe they are actually based out of Chattanooga. Fort O would be Fort Oglethorpe there. So is a dealer that's had plenty of foreign and U.S. coins. Our final coin from today, I paid $4 for. This one is from Vietnam. Of course, at the time, that's also South Vietnam, KM 10, 1968. And we have person working in the fields here. This one has a value of 20 dong. All right, I hope you liked the video here, and we've got several more videos lined up, just a lot like this one, where I'm going through show off some coins that I purchased at shows and stores. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.